so this is a counseling session for educational purposes, so it is not a real counseling session. All right. So what brings you in today?
Well, I just recently got involved, with I haven't been dating in years, long time.
Okay.
Been divorced for a few years. And I recently started dating somebody and might get intimate, and I'm a little afraid of that, because the last time when I used to have sex, it hurt, and I'm afraid of getting close with somebody and then rejecting or being rejected because I can't do that. Or it won't work, or, I don't know, just a fear of intimacy, I guess.
Okay. So what you're saying is, so you just recently started dating a guy, and then sounds like you're a little fearful about getting intimate with him based on previous sexual experience?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you said so the last time that you had your sexual experience, was that when you were married? Okay, and you said it was a couple of years ago? Okay. So what was that like? What was your experience like?
Well, I was also going through menopause, and to just be clear, I just had a pap smear and a female evaluation or annual, whatever, just within the last 6 weeks.
Okay.
So I to rule out anything medically wrong with me.
Okay.
I was going through menopause during the last of being married a few years ago, and he was just a little impatient with me, because it did hurt when we would get intimate, and I would kind of hold off on it, and he didn't, and he was a little rough, so it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess just remembering that, I don't know if I want all that to come back when I'm with someone new.
Okay.
But I actually do fear that. And ruin it because I don't, because of what's happened in the past.
Okay. So the goal that you would like would be, would you like to be intimate with this new guy that you've met and are developing feelings for?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So on the experience that you had with your ex, you were going through menopause. During that time, you would say it was hard to have sex, or okay. So how would you describe that?
Hurt.
It hurt? Okay. Can you identify where exactly it hurt for you?
Inside. I can't really tell you.
Okay. Okay. So when you would have intercourse and it would hurt, how would you proceed? Were you able to have sex, or did you stop him, or what did it look like?
Most of the time, yes, I stopped him.
Okay.
Sometimes he didn't stop.
Okay.
And that pretty much ended the marriage.
Okay. So he didn't respect you when you wanted him to stop? Okay. And you said that you went to your female doctor and had a good bill of health? Okay. Are you still going through menopause now? No, you're past that? Okay. Did you let her know the troubles that you had experienced? Okay. Alright, so she didn't see anything that would be a problem?
No, not really. The usual dryness and things like that, but I would try the lubricants and things like that.
Okay, so she recommended lubrication for when that happens again, okay. Have you had any pain recently?
I haven't had sex recently, so no.
Okay, so your pain is mostly associated with the sex?
Yes.
Okay, and then when you're, so currently you've not experienced any pain. However, you have kind of this anxiety maybe that, wait, it's gonna happen again. Is that what I'm understanding from you? Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, so it sounds like that you're a little bit nervous or apprehensive about getting intimate with somebody new, possibly because you kind of see there's potential that it might be similar to the relationship that you had with the ex. Okay. Is there anything that stands out that's kind of, well, I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit. So, the pain that you were talking about a minute ago, you had said that you couldn't really pinpoint it, it just hurt, and you wanted him to stop. Sometimes the pain is either like really deep, or sometimes it's on the surface level.
Well, it just hurts when he penetrates me, it hurts.
Okay, okay. So for you, how did it feel?
It hurt.
Okay.
So even with the lubricants, it hurt.
So you did try the lubricant when you were with the husband? Okay. And it didn't work?
But then he wasn't a very patient man either,
Okay.
so he just figured it was all in my head.
So,
Most men,
how would you describe your lovemaking with your ex-husband, if you were to describe it?
it's horrible at the end. When we were young, it was fine. I mean, it was good, I guess. We were in love.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, when he didn't have patience with me any longer, it was like it was just an act to go through, just to do, because it was part of what you're supposed to do when you're married. So it wasn't really the feeling that was there anymore.
Okay. So you said it just is kind of like an act, that's something that you do when you're married. How do you picture it to be? Like that, I know how it turned out for you, but how would you picture your marriage and being intimate? What should it have looked like for you?
Well, it should look like what it was when we were younger, but that's not the way it continues to go. And as you grow older, your spouse is supposed to grow older with you and understand the things you're going through. Sometimes they don't.
So it sounds like you didn't
They're a
respect.
very selfish person.
Okay. So he was very selfish, he didn't respect you, he wasn't very understanding.
I'm not sure.
So, I know, like, when growing up, like, what was your beliefs about being intimate with somebody?
It's just a part of growing up, falling in love. That's the way it was. You fell in love, got married, you had children, you raised them, you put them through college, you grew old together,
Mm-hmm.
and happily ever after.
Okay. Do you see the intimate connection as being a part of your marriage?
No,
No?
not anymore.
Okay.
I mean, we lost that a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, let me reframe. So in future relationship with this guy that you're interested in now, do you
Mhm.
see,
It's a possibility there,
okay,
but no, I don't know. I can kind of think about this so much that maybe I don't know.
okay. I know this is a difficult topic to talk about, and so I can understand it's a lot of pressure to talk about something so personal. But it sounds like you're wanting to maybe repair something that's kind of been broken, maybe, and that you can share yourself with somebody else that does respect you and is understanding towards you. Would that be correct? Or if I'm wrong, you can tell me if I'm wrong.
That'll be both. Well, correct.
Okay. So with this guy, does he seem like somebody who would respect you and be patient with you?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. So the fear that you have, do you think it's just maybe the past possibly playing out again in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In your opinion, do you think the new guy is anything like your ex?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. How long have you been dating the new guy?
Oh, about 6 months, I guess, seeing each other.
So in that time of 6 months, has, I know you're here because you feel like it's gonna go into that intimate setting.
Mm-hmm.
Has anything happened in the 6 months that's kind of triggered anything painful within you?
No.
No? Okay. Alright. And then on the intimacy side, how would you describe how close you've gotten intimately?
We've gotten closer. I mean, it could go, if I gave the go-ahead, I'm sure, this man's gonna jump on it. But, so far, I've just kind of been putting the brakes on. So,
So have you,
it's still a little bit early for that. I'm just thinking in the future, it may go there.
okay, okay. And you're just kind of preparing for it now?
Mhm.
Okay. That's kind of the goal of where we're wanting to go, okay. So, would you say currently at 6 months that have you guys held hands?
Yeah.
Okay. Have y'all cuddled?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, he's not done anything that's made you uncomfortable or feel any kind of pain?
He's been a real gentleman.
Okay. And so when you say that you've put the brakes on things, what was his response?
Nothing, he's been patient with me.
Okay. So he was
He's not pushing me.
okay. So he respected the
He's a Christian man.
okay. Alright. So y'all are taking things slow.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I was trying to think of, I know the pain that you've had before is kind of hard to pinpoint because it's been a couple years. So would you be willing to try to explore where the pain might be?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I say explore, it's kind of like a self-exploration to where I want you to try to keep a pain journal. I know currently you're not experiencing pain because you guys haven't gone to any location yet, but I kind of want you to do self-exploration, just you and yourself. You said when you did your annual exam, it felt fine. There was no pain when your doctor checked you out.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Okay. So to try to determine like where your pain is coming from, I was gonna have you with a Q-tip kind of just touch on different areas of your vulva and around to see if anything triggers a pain reaction. And so with that, in your journal, I would want you to write like 10 would be the highest with the pain and 0 would be no pain. So if you have like kind of that in-between pain, like there's starting to be pain or you kind of want to close up and don't want, just to see, it would just be a self-exploration with you and the Q-tip in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you'd be willing to do just to kind of identify maybe where the pain is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It kind of gives us an idea, kind of what to look at. The other thing in your journal I want you to write down is if there's any feelings that you have that, like if there's anxiety, if there's stress, if there's any kind of feelings that you have, to jot that down so we can kind of explore that in our next session.
Okay.
Just to kind of go through some things.
Okay.
How have you been feeling overall?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
You seem kind of a little I don't know, a little sad in this session?
I'm fine.
You're fine? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, thank you.